Welcome to Quote Verse Shorts.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. All the stuff that y'all did to get people to come to our community, to just diss and down our community. Shame on y'all.
What's up, y'all? Lord have mercy. Everybody is making videos about this stupid Tiffany Henyard and her crooked criminal behind. I have chosen to not really go through all of her things because there are plenty of people who are making videos about her that don't even live here. So, this is nationwide, so I don't have to tell you all of her criminalities because everybody is out here telling you. And the FBI is out there to find out. Okay? Now, what I wanted to do, made me want to do this video is because I've noticed that there's one person nobody's talking about, and that person is this woman right here, Dorothy Brown, who was clerk of the Circuit Court of Cook County for 20 years. She is the woman that Tiffany Henyard says is her godmother and her mentor. I personally campaigned when I was about 19 years, 20 years old, about 20 years ago. I campaigned twice for her until I figured out that she was crooked. I went to school for political science and pre-law and all that. Then I figured out something wasn't good in the buttermilk. Something was sour, so I stopped campaigning for her and I stopped voting for her. But I'm making this right now so that I can let you all know the scandals that she had during her tenure and see if you can find out the comparison between what Tiffany Henyard is doing out there in Dolton and what Miss Dorothy Brown, her godmother / mentor, has done over time. Okay? But the only difference I'm going to tell you right now is Dorothy was smart. See, Dorothy told Henyard, as far as my opinion, she told her what to do to be able to get away from the FBI. But see, Henyard, she's too smart for her own damn good. She's so smart, she dumb. Of course, in her eyes, she's so smart, she dumb. Because Dorothy Brown did so much shit in Cook County. The FBI was right there on her tails multiple times, and she got right on out of it. She ain't never had no picture like this. So, with that being said, I'm just gonna quickly go over a couple of things here. I don't want to keep y'all too long, but let me just go over a couple of these scandals for you. Okay, so she had a pay-to-play scheme, right? She had top A's. This lady right here, her name is Beena Patel. She was found guilty. Beena Patel was found guilty by a federal jury for lying to a grand jury. They were investigating allegations of job selling in Brown's office. Y'all can look up on the Chicago Sun-Times and see the whole article. I'm just going over a couple of things. Her defense attorneys say that she was a scapegoat in the investigation. She lied to the people, saying that she had no idea that this woman was... You had to get this woman money, and then if you gave her money, then you got a good position. They failed to land a big tuna, as they say, so they got this one, Beena Patel. Okay, that's just one of them. So when you see stuff that's going on with what's his name, Keith Freeman, his name Keith Freeman, and some of them other ones, they coming after them just in case they can't get her, but they will get her. We know that they will get her. We ain't worried about that too much, but look at the comparison, okay? And we're gonna go on to this. So, which is kind of hand in hand. So the asking price for the jobs started at $10,000. Okay, according to federal documents, employees in Brown's office also had the general impression that financial benefits to the clerk could result in securing promotions. Sun-Times investigation published the following month found that 15 workers got promotions within 6 months after they and their families made a total of more than 50 campaign contributions to Dorothy Brown. Okay, it was saying something, because isn't it true that some of these business owners say when they don't support Tiffany Henyard, she don't give them their licenses and shut down their business? Doesn't that sound a little bit familiar? Sound familiar to me, y'all. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next thing. So there was this thing where you had to pay money to wear jeans at work down there to the Dirksen Center, downtown Chicago. In order for you to come to work in jeans, you had to pay between $5 and $10. So the money that was taken in from that was going to charitable causes, right? And then they had a review, and they said 93% of the funds raised went to charitable causes. Now, she said, Dorothy Brown, she said she was vindicated, but then guess what she did? She scrapped the whole program. Now, what I want to know is what happened to the rest of the money, right? The Cook County Inspector General found that some of the same accounts the funds were held in were used to purchase Bulls tickets, Great America tickets, and for employee parking expenses, which created the possibility of commingling funds. Sound familiar, y'all? Sound familiar? Then we use the money going down there to the Vegas and to the shows and to the restaurants out there to the Dolton. Okay, on to the next one. Think I'm gonna pretty much close it up here because I've been talking for a long time, but I just want y'all to see this shit is corrupt. And I got one last thing after I talk about this that I want y'all to pay attention to. Now, this one right here is Dorothy Brown's husband gets 100,000 property from campaign fundraisers. So basically what they saying is that it's a man. He is the brother to the one that I just told you about, that Bina Patel. She ended up going to jail for 2 years. Her brother just gave $100,000 property to Dorothy Brown and her consulting company. They ended up on the title for the property. 2201 South Pulaski. Anybody out there live around there? I know what it is. I don't live nowhere over there, but they did this back in November 2012. Then they sold it for $100,000. So basically, this man, this Bina Patel lady that I told you earlier, went down there to the jail for 2 years for lying for Dorothy Brown and keeping the FBI off her ass. She go to jail for 2 years. Her brother gives Dorothy Brown's husband a property, and then Dorothy Brown and her consultant company, they sell it and they make $100,000 off of it. Say what now? Say what now? Now, I'm gonna say this. You hear people that say out there in Dolton that the mayor want the property. The mayor want the property. She won't give us the permits and the licensing because she want the property. Probably gonna try to take it over for eminent domain. Now, why would she be doing that? See the connection here? So the brother is dead now. He's gone. But his lawyer said that This property is almost 100 years old, a commercial building, and was given to Brown's husband because it was dilapidated, not worth much, and that Patel just wanted to get rid of it. They said it was not intended as a political donation and that Patel wanted nothing in return. Lies. Lies, 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 and we know it's lies. Which, and so after that, Blanchard, with the Cook County, the federal folk, investigation of land deal led to the involvement of Cook County and federal prosecutors, which also focused on allegations that jobs and promotions were being sold at Dorothy Brown's agency. So, I'm gonna just say this. If you listen to all of this and you have been following with the stories of Tiffany Henyard, and this woman is her quote-unquote godmother, quote-unquote mentor, I'm gonna go back to what I said earlier. She mentored her ass all right, how to skip and scam and steal. She did, because that's what she did. But Tiffany didn't have the sense enough not to get caught up with it. Now, before I leave, I want to just say this. I live in the city, right? But at a certain point in time, I lived in Thornton Township. As a matter of fact, I live right next door to Dolton. Live right next door to Markham. If you are from here, you know those south suburbs, they like 2 blocks long. If you sneeze hard enough, you be blown into the next one. And when I was living out there years ago, it was this man who was the mayor of Harvey. He was out there stealing the people money. Him and that brother were telling the strip club right here, if you from here, you know where it's at, or it was, shall I say. He was out there telling them they got to give him $3,000 bi-weekly to keep running the facility. He racked up over $30,000 a year just off that one building. Can you imagine how many other people they was doing? So he was ousted, right? His brother, I could not find a picture of that brother for the life of me, unfortunately. But his name is Romel Kellogg. This man, mayor, is named Eric Kellogg. Fraudulent, okay? Now this man right here, he went to jail too. Corey Johnson went to jail for lying and being a part of this whole scheming thing with these businesses. So I'm saying that to say, and I believe Riverdale out there, they have an indicted mayor too. So I'm saying this to say, what Tiffany Henyard is doing right now is nothing new. I live in Chicago. We one of the most corrupt motherfucking cities in the world. But they are out there in these smaller communities and figuring nobody will care, nobody will listen, nobody will believe. They've been doing it. It is nothing new, y'all. It's nothing new under the sun, period. But it's damn sure ain't nothing new in Thornton Township. So that's just my piece. You know what? Be careful who you decide to take advice from, who you decide to follow. If someone is telling you something and you know in your heart of hearts it ain't right, leave that advice right where they at. Leave it with them. Don't take it with you. Now this bitch finna go to jail. Motherfucking Freeman, he ain't gonna be no free man for long. Because he already got bankruptcy issues for fraud. And then he being looked in for the Dolton and the Thornton Township. And we all already know that it ain't nothing but crooked nonsense over there. So he going to jail. Lacey, that police chief, he going to jail. Who else going to jail? Andrew Holmes, I hope his, Jesus, you don't want me to get on Andrew Holmes. I hope he go straight to the jail. He should have been in the jail like last year. The whole heap of them, some of them police officers on that detail going to jail, all of that. And when it happened, and the people in Thornton Township, I'm only 15 minutes away. I hope they celebrate in the damn streets, and I'm going to come out there and celebrate with them. All right? So with that being said, I know I didn't talk long enough. But y'all, just be careful of the company you keep and the things you do, because quick money ain't good money. All right? I'll holler at y'all later and be blessed. Love y'all.